5 minutes.
Your awareness may be powerful enough to control your instincts. Your instinct will be to remove your hand from the box.
It's your girl Meesh, and welcome to another episode of the LUV MEESH Podcast. Hey loves, and welcome to part 2 of Spiritual Tornado. So I actually want to go over my Pinterest. I wanted to go over my, y'all hear nature? If y'all go outside and look everywhere, there's flowers everywhere. It's so pretty. We don't just stop and just admire nature. We just don't. Okay, so let's see. I have a couple of quotes here. Y'all know I'm a quote baby. So tornadoes. This is my storm quote Pinterest board. You can click on the link in the description. So here we go. You grow like a tornado. You grow from the inside. You destroy everything through. You destroy from the inside. You erupt like a volcano. You flow through the inside. You kill everything through. You kill from the inside. That kind of reminds me of a phoenix, like how you die to be reborn again. Destruction. You build new when there's a fire. You know, the trees start to grow again. You tear a foundation down. You tear a building down. You if the foundation is solid, you keep it and build up. But all of it is kind of like death and rebirth, destruction and beginning. So it's kind of how I resonated with that one. The next quote is, I used to hear this all the time in church. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It isn't, but it's about learning to dance in the rain. So that's kind of how I feel. I really can't explain more of how I feel right now versus dancing in the rain. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but baby, I'm not finna sit and mope about it. We gonna dance regardless of what happens. So that's like a quote that I relate to. Okay, so let's see. It may feel like a tornado is swirling all around you, but a strong soul weathers any storm. Tragedy blows through your life like a tornado, uprooting everything, creating chaos. You wait for the dust to settle, and then you choose. You can live in the wreckage and pretend it's still the mansion that you can remember, or you can crawl from under the rubble and slowly rebuild. Sunshine mixed with a little hurricane. She was a lovely tornado of chaos and rainbows. When you meet him, you will realize that sometimes they make people who have tornadoes instead of souls. So I don't know why a long time ago I used to think everybody I met was supposed to be my husband, was supposed to start a family, but I've learned to realize that people are different things. Like, we all are in these human bodies, but we're different things. Like, some people are chaos, some people are love and light, some people are lessons, some people are blessings. And we just meet everybody in these human forms, and we think we're supposed to get human things for them. But little do we know, they're programmed a whole nother way. Like, a lot of us may know somebody that's full of chaos and destruction. But when they leave somebody, that person may become new or better or whatever, all because of what? The experience that person left them with. So, I mean, hey, that's what I got out of that. So let me see. Storms make trees take deeper roots. And that's kind of what I meant by that. It is up to you to take something and let it destroy you, or become better, or learn a lesson, or become stronger or braver. But if we are supposed to be learning from nature, and when tornadoes, hurricane, twisters, whatever, when they leave, what them trees, plants, and animals do, they learn how to hide. They learn to watch for the warning signs. They become stronger, braver. And I think trees are our eldest ancestors here. because no matter what, they just are. I was just telling my sister today, and maybe we have been thrown with all this stuff, like you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that, you're supposed to be this, supposed to be that. What if we're just supposed to fucking be whoever we are? Like, nobody told this tree what to do. The seed was just put in the ground and it did what the fuck it was supposed to do. Like, I think we're just making life more complicated than what it needs to be. It's growing. No matter what the weather looks like, no matter what chemtrails they put in the air, no matter what chemicals, GMOs they put on the ground, no matter how many trees they chop down, that tree is being it through all of the bullshit. It's housing animals. It's leaving fruit and vegetation for animals. It's giving us stability. Because best believe when all these trees are gone, what's going to soak up the water? Y'all do know land is literally floating on top of water. If you dig too deep, you're going to hit water. If you don't have these trees giving us roots and stability and sucking up some of that water, it's going to be flooded out. I hope people realize that. Like, trees have a purpose, and I just don't understand why in 2020 we are still printing shit. My God. Not everything. Everything doesn't need to be printed. Like, these stores should say, we're going to text or email you a receipt. Why are we still printing receipts? These schools got laptops. Why are they still working in these workbooks? It's like, how disrespectful. Imagine if you were a tree and your purpose was to give, oxygen to these goddamn humans, and these humans, every time you turn around, are doing everything to destroy them. If I was a tree, I would have died a long time ago. Fuck them humans. They just won't get my oxygen. They gonna fucking die. They gonna realize sooner or later what they did. But no, they are who they are regardless. They're growing. They gonna get the sunshine. They gonna get the water. They just gonna keep being good no matter what life throws their way. I just think that's so beautiful. Beautiful trees. That's like love. Trees really love us. Okay, let me go to the next one. I'm such a hippie, y'all. Let's see. Dear child, you are both rainbow and tornado, often at the same time. I know. She stood in the storm, and when the wind did not blow her way, she adjusted her sails. God has the power to calm the storm, settle the seas, and stabilize our hearts with peace. Calm her chaos, but never silence her storm. Stop trying to calm the storm. Calm yourself, and the storm will pass. Rise above the storm, and you will find sunshine. It's during the worst storms of your life that you will get to see the true colors of people who say they care for you. I like storms. They let me know that even the sky screams sometimes too. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked in. That's what the storm is all about. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. So I love like words really minister to me. I love quotes. I love pictures. I love words. You put them together. You got Pinterest. I think that's why social media was such a hit. A lot of us just resonate with pictures and words so much. And it just took off with a hit. But I really be getting life lessons from them memes and stuff. Okay, so the first article, let me see which one I'm going to do. It's Spiritual Tornadoes. This is from LeeWolf.org. Spiritual Insight for Everyday Life by Lee and Annette Wolfton. Thank you guys so much, because I had never heard of this before. And this really just gave me a whole new perspective on how we can really get a spiritual message out of everything. Okay, so Spiritual Tornadoes. Posted on May 18, 2015 by Lee. This is what I mean by post your shit. 2015? I probably was in the club shaking that ass. I was not. May 18, 2015. Oh my God. I was not on a spiritual journey. I don't think my spiritual journey started November of 2016. Oh, I take that back. I've always been spiritual, but it was in the Christian world. So when I stepped out of that was around 2016. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let me keep going. The month of May is peak tornado season across the U.S. plains and the southern states. Already this year, 5 separate tornadoes have caused fatalities in Cisco, Texas, Van, Texas, Nashville, Arkansas, Fairdale, Illinois, and Sand Springs, Oklahoma. Just over the weekend, several tornadoes touched down in southwestern Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, damaging buildings and causing power outages. Every region of the country and of the world has its dangers and its natural disasters. For those living in Tornado Alley, it's twisters. In my younger childhood years, when my family lived in the state of Michigan, Illinois, and Missouri, we got used to the sound of the tornado sirens piercing the air from time to time. Fortunately, our town was never hit. Others have not been so lucky. Even when the tornado warnings give local residents time to take shelter, tornadoes are devastating experiencing for those who live through them. Then comes the monumental task of rebuilding the shattered buildings, the shattered towns, and the shattered lives. A tornado causes more than physical destruction. The terror of the experience itself and the heartbreak of the destruction and the loss in the aftermath, they also create huge emotional and even spiritual devastation. The physical destruction is often mirrored by a scene of wreckage and a desolation in the soul. This requires a painful process of psychological rebuilding. And even people who have not experienced a tornado or other natural disasters sometimes experience spiritual tornadoes and hurricanes. Dun, dun, dun. Nature, a mirror for the soul. God created the physical universe so that it reflects the inner human state of the mind and heart. God created human beings so that our spirit reflects the world of nature around us. That's why the ancient Greek philosophers saw human beings as microbes, which literally means a small universe. It's not that our physical bodies look like a mini universe, though there are some parallels. Rather, it's that the human mind and spirit reflect the universe, and vice versa. The law of polarities. Oh no, that's the as above, so below. Rather, it's the human mind and the spirit reflects the universe, and vice versa. So when we look at our nature and the physical universe around us, we are looking at a vast reflection of our own soul. Y'all, that's what I had got. Like, I'm like, what is up with this wind? What is up with these tornadoes? What is going on? And it was like, you looking out, baby, look in. What is up with these emotions? Why am I like this? Why? It's like, oh, that thing. Me and my mama be joking. We be joking with my dad. Like, my dad will be like to my mom, oh, that's how we doing it? And she be like, Too, you remember that thing? I be like, oh, yeah, that thing. You remember that thing? And he be like, whatever. It's so funny, that thing. Okay, anyways. And when we look at powerful and destructive storms such as tornadoes, we are looking at a physical image of the emotional and spiritual storms that wreak havoc in our soul. Baby, my soul had enough. Okay, and what if on a collective level, a lot of our souls have had enough on a physical realm, and it has manifested, because we are manifestors, we are alchemists, into these storms all over the world. It don't even have to be a storm in your area, bitch. The shit still was birthed. It's like, we don't even really realize how much we affect the earth. Your spiritual storm manifested into a real storm. Like, oh my God. Okay, so spiritual tornadoes. What is a spiritual tornado? And in prophecy against ancient Israel for breaking its covenant with God and worshiping idols, instead the prophet Hosea said, for they sow the wind and they shall reap the whirlwind. Hosea 8:7. In the human spirit, tornadoes and other storms arise because there are things within us that are contrary to the pattern and direction for which God created us. God created us to love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, mind, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. Matthew 22:34-40. God created us to love by loving and serving our fellow humans. Matthew 25:36-46. And most of us do love and serve our fellow human beings, at least some of the time. Yet, we also come equipped with a whole lot of self-love, self-absorption, and we grow out of infancy and into childhood. We quickly develop a desire for material possessions and pleasures. As desires that sticks with us right into adulthood, our nature of self-love also commonly prompts us to think that we're better than other people. that others should listen to us and do what we say, and even that others exist primarily to serve us and our needs. In other words, we humans, both individually and as a group, are a mixed bag. I don't want to say effed up, but this must have been a pastor. Let me see. An unstable mixture of good and evil. Yes, we have many fine, loving, and admirable parts to our minds and our hearts, and we commonly express those in our actions. There are many unsung heroes that we engage in thoughtful and loving actions, both small and large, for their neighborhood, their community, and their nation. Each one of us gets up in the morning and has something to do for someone else that day. And we do take satisfaction when we can provide a service to someone or simply provide some comfort or shoulder to cry on. There are joys and pleasures in thinking of others and serving their needs. Yet we also have many selfish and thoughtless and small-minded parts to our personality. We do our work, we serve our neighbor, but we do it grudgingly, with just a little chip on the shoulder about how we're always slaving for them, but what do they do for us? We get annoyed and we make a cutting, hurtful remark to someone who may or may not have anything to do with the cause of our annoyance. We get into a pitched battle with family members or friends or our wife or husband over money, or over what's the top, or over who's the top dog, or over some trivial things such as what program to watch on TV or what color to paint the bike shed. And the list goes on into infinity. Whether small or large, our grudges, conflicts, and controversies swirl around us. From time to time, we are toddlers right into old age. These conflicts and controversies are driven primarily by the parts of us that remain self-centered, thoughtless, and greedy for our own position and pleasures in life. Yes, we humans are a mixed up mess of good and evil. A mixed up mess of good and evil, love and hate, compassion and thoughtlessness, of love for God and the neighbor, and on the other hand, love for self and the material world. On the other hand, all of these things swirl around our soul. All that mixed up good and evil, love and hate, trust and falsity is what generates those spiritual tornadoes that randomly strike our hearts, minds, and lives. So what causes those tornadoes? As a physical phenomenon, tornadoes, like many other storms, are caused by warm and cold air layers running into one another. When cold air is layered over the warm air in a stormy condition, the result updrafts, downdrafts, and wind shears that cause increasingly forced funnels of rotating air that moves along with the storm. That's what we call a tornado. And it can pack winds of up to 100 to 300 miles an hour, capable of destroying most ordinary structures in its path. In other words, tornadoes, like other storms, results from conflicts and clashes of hot and cold air that get all mixed up with each other, forming dangerously unstable and destructive winds. Isn't this a perfectly physical image of the storms and tornadoes that rush along our souls and our relationships with devastating destruction force? We humans are a mix of hot and cold, good and evil, selfish and selfishness. These extremes... I'm back. These extremes of spiritual hot and cold meet and clash within us and in our relationships with one another. Our love and our sense of community draws us into relationships with other people, but we also clash with other people because of our inborn tendency to think of ourselves and our own pleasures and possessions first. I just caught that, spirit. Let me run that back. But we also clash with other people because of our inborn tendency to think of ourselves and our own pleasures and possessions first. The same clashes go on within our own mind and heart between our good impulses and our destructive impulses. This is the cause of our spiritual tornadoes. This is what leads to the tantrums and conflicts that tear us up internally and that smash through our relationships, sometimes with a terrible, destructive force that rips us apart from the people that we love. Run it back, run it back, run it back. This is what leads to the tantrums and conflicts that tear us up internally and that smash through our relationships, sometimes with a terrible, destructive force that rips us apart from the people that we love. What's the use of spiritual tornadoes? And yet, as destructive as they are, spiritual tornadoes and other storms of the soul play a crucial role in our spiritual growth and development. The clashing of forces of good and evil that cause the storm that causes these storms are very real. Our heart and minds are driven by mixed motives that send us now in good directions and now straight from interpersonal and spiritual disaster. It's easy for us to ignore our baser motives and try to pretend that they don't exist. We naturally think that we are good people, that we're just fine, that everything is under control, but often the reality is that we're not just fine and everything is not under control. The forces that could destroy our lives are rolling just below the surface. When we experience the destructive power of a spiritual tornado, we can no longer ignore those deeper issues of mixed good and evil motives that drive us day in and day night. Suddenly, the stark reality of our more selfish thoughts and uncharitable feelings comes rushing to the surface as we lash out at those we love, and our relationships suffer damage and destruction. The tornadoes in our lives show in spectacular fashion the selfish and greedy drives within us that we prefer to hide from the world and from ourselves. And once they make their presence felt in such a powerful and destructive way, we must deal with the aftermath. We must go through painful process of rebuilding from the destruction caused by our own inner discourse and conflicts, by our own inner mix of hot and cold, good and evil. But it's not all in vain. After the destruction of spiritual storm, as we rebuild our lives, we discard some of the wrong thoughts, the wrong desires that have now shown themselves so clearly in our actions. We can move towards better, more thoughtful and loving motives and desires. We can separate out the bad from the good within ourselves and our relationships with those we love and we work with each day. We can recreate a better self and better relationships, and we can clear away the wreckage caused by old, unstable, and unhealthy patterns. The storms in our souls and in relationships clear the air of smog and pollution of our selfish drives and desires. They can cause major destruction in the process. And yet, when everything is in ruins around us, it gives us the opportunity to rebuild our lives on a better, more thoughtful, more loving basis that will serve us better for the long term. Oh, that's me. We can jettison many old attitudes and desires that have not served us well and replace them with new and better motives and principles of life. The example of Greensburg, Kansas. This is precisely what Greensburg, Kansas did in the wake of its killer tornado. Up until May 4th, 2007, Greensburg's main claim to fame was being the home of the world's largest hand-dug well. The Big Well, as it was affectionately named, had become a tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors to the town over the years. But on May 4th, 2007, the town was flattened by a massive tornado whose 1.7 mile diameter was wider than the town itself. 95% of the town's structures were destroyed, and the remaining buildings were heavily damaged. 13 people were killed in the storm. In its aftermath, the town lost half of its population as people found new homes elsewhere. The wreckage of their town led to much soul-searching among its remaining residents. Should they just count their town as a loss and move on? Should they rebuild? And if so, how should they rebuild? Through a painful and often conflicted process, the townspeople made a decision that would set the course for the future of their community. Not only would they rebuild, but they would rebuild a greener city. All of their public buildings would be constructed to the highest modern standards of energy efficiency, and they would power their town with 100% renewable energy sources. Today, the Big Well still draws many visitors to Greensburg, but now this small city in royal South Central Kansas has another claim to fame. Within 7 years, it had rebuilt itself as a model green community. Now visitors are also drawn to Greenburg to see the world's leading community and highly energy efficient LEED certified buildings per capita. The town is powered by 10 1.25 megawatt wind turbines that dot its landscape. Other communities damaged by tornadoes and hurricanes can now look to Greensburg as a model of how to rebuild on a more energy efficient model. Its decision not only to rebuild, but to rebuild on a whole new model has given Greensburg new life and a new sense of mission as a town. Rebuilding from wreckage. Greensburg can also serve as a model and an inspiration when it's time for us to rebuild after our spiritual tornado storms and earthquakes. When our life and our relationships have been racked and razed by storms of conflict and emotional destruction in the midst of the rubble and chaos, we can make the painful decision to rebuild our life in a new and better way. We can make a decision to rebuild our relationships with those we love and care about and with our co-workers on a better and more substantial model. These storms of the soul make us aware of the areas where our motives and actions fall short of our ideas and do not reflect our faith and our beliefs. Funny. As we reveal after the spiritual tornadoes, we replace old self-centered and greedy beliefs and attitudes with new, more thoughtful beliefs, attitudes, and action that harmonize with our ideas and our faith. From the rubble of our old self, we can rebuild. With God's help, a new and better self, motivated more and more by the genuine love of God, by a commitment to a loving and serving our fellow human beings just as much as we love ourselves. That love and commitment will reduce the number of damaging and destructive tornadoes that sweep through our lives. And the spiritual tornadoes that do strike will not create quite so much havoc. That love and commitment will make it possible for us to experience many more peaceful days and nights, both in our own soul and in our relationships with one another. You know what that reminded me of, that last part, when they rebuild? We don't talk about Bruno, no. I remember she was the only one that didn't have a gift, and she basically saw the house tearing down, which was true, but they didn't let her see her whole vision because they was going to rebuild. And it's just like, oh my God, that's what this whole spiritual tornado, earthquake, hurricane is about. Like, destruction is going to come, and after the destruction, you're going to rebuild. The question is, how, my darling, my sir, do you choose to rebuild? So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Thank Mr. Lee. And I cannot believe this was done 2015. Whatever your gift is, share with the world. It's gonna reach whoever's supposed to reach when it's supposed to reach them. So the next, remember I told y'all I had an email from EarthSky. So this is from earthsky.org. Total outbreak slams deep south on April the 5th. So it says an outbreak of up to 45 tornadoes struck the southern United States on Tuesday, April 5th, 2022, leaving a swath of severe storm damage. In particular, the hardest hit states were South Carolina and Georgia. The strongest tornadoes struck the small towns of Allendale, South Carolina, and Pembroke, Georgia in the late afternoon during a rare tornado emergency situation. Notably, violent winds completely destroyed many buildings and injured numerous people, with at least one fatality. People shared dozens of dramatic photos and videos to their social media through the evening, and storm chasers captured up-close scenes of the storm. Meanwhile, the National Weather Service will survey the storm's damage over the next few days to determine the exact intensity of the storms. Now, I've just felt the wind. I couldn't understand how the wind blew those heavy chunks of watermelon clear off the table, like down the damn driveway. So I was like, it's something going on. And we felt those winds way here in Florida. So 45 tornadoes. You know what? Let me look up these numbers. I'm going to look up 4. And see what I get from that. Numerology. I think 4 is like foundation, like building. Let me see if I'm right. I gotta find one. 4 numerology. Number 4 numerology. 4 is grounded and stable number that evokes a feeling of calmness and solidity. 4 is very much rooted in the physical world, and it's about being present and in the now. For example, there are 4 seasons, 4 elements, 4 corners of earth. 4 is about building a strong foundation and building and developing a down-to-earth perspective. So 4, grounded. What stood out to me was grounded, stable, calm, rooted, seasons, elements. Okay, so let me go look up 5. F-I-V-E. Five is the number of transformation, representing the combination of the 4 elements plus spirit. The magical symbol of 5-pointed star is an ancient Egyptian hieroglyph for the womb. 5 is associated with magical gateways. It indicates there may be challenges ahead, but these will help you to develop your skills. Shut up. Oh my God. Let me pick another 5. 5, adventure, change, freedom. Let me see. That one didn't really hit. Let me see. 5. That's a life path. 5. Oh my God. Now I'm finna start wearing a 5. I didn't know it was, it do look like a little womb. 5 associated indicate Egyptian hieroglyph for womb. I did not know that. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna add 5 to my little list. Okay, so now let me do. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let me do 9 too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me do 9. So you see how 4 was talk about earth and nature and elements, and then 5 brought spirituality into it. Now, if we hear tornado by ourselves, that's very much earth, that's very much spiritual. But then you throw spiritual tornado. Is that not what the 4 and 5 was? Okay, so let me go to 9. This how I be interpreting stuff, y'all. It's so wild. Everything is not what it seems. Dig deeper. Dig deeper. Okay, number 9, numerology. Okay, let's see. 9. 9 is a number of fulfillment, wisdom, self-examination, enlightenment, and higher consciousness are all qualities associated with the number 9. 9 is also connected to one's higher purpose and ultimate life mission. This number encourages us to take a bird's eye view of our lives. Are you kidding me? Honey, did that message just not say, just as these earthly tornadoes disrupt earth, spiritual tornadoes, when you add in a spiritual element, is going to disrupt your life? Then when you throw in a number 9, so that you could focus on your higher life purpose, which means I need to get aligned. I hear you, Spirit. I hear you, Spirit. Baby, we finna align. Okay, let's see. Let me continue with this article. Many people observed the tornadoes and were able to capture photos. Let's see. It's a lot of memes. Let me see if I can read some. The tornado crossing Interstate 16 near Pembroke, Georgia this evening. Ooh, let me be careful. I'm sitting over here with this wood, trying to get no splinter. I ain't got a splinter in a long time. Okay. Here's a video from a tornado earlier in Avondale County. Tornado spotted early in Avondale County. A Georgia man captures a tornado on his camera standing on his porch. His stepdaughter tweets, "Stepdad is okay, but don't be like him. Take shelter when it's the storm out like this." Okay, let's see. It looks like the breeze was lofted to about 10,000 feet with the Avondale tornado. Wow. 3 other tornado swarms tracked over the exact same area that afternoon, producing at least a few additional tornadoes. Oh, that was a family of tornadoes. That has meaning too. Y'all, what if they got us focused on money spells and money rituals? No, baby. What if you can manifest a whole volcano erupting. You can manifest a whole flood. You can manifest a whole tsunami. You can manifest a whole rainstorm, snowstorm, twister, blizzard. All right, I already told y'all on the other episode to look at Unbreakable, how they're trying to tell us these comics have truth in them. They have to get the comics from somewhere. This shit is just not made up imaginary. It comes from somewhere. They always line anyway, so I feel like, what if it was a meeting and people are upset about what's going on, and they conjured up a whole series of tornadoes. Now they definitely want us to know that we could do that. We would be unfucking stoppable. So yeah, they're gonna keep us focused on low vibrational music and sex and drugs and TV and drama TV, so that we won't know, bitch, you fuck with me, I'll have a whole tornado come clear this whole shit out. It won't touch me or my family. Fuck with it. Now, ain't that something? Okay? What the military gonna do about that? See, that's what they don't want us to know. So that's why they poison the water. That's why they poison the food. That's why they poison the air. Because we are that powerful. We're like genies without a bottle, so they have to try to figure out how to trap us. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to research people that conjure storms and stuff. I'm going to see what I can find. It's on my radar now. Most of the strongest tornadoes occurred in Georgia and South Carolina. However, people reported tornadoes in a broad sea. That's why I felt them fucking winds. Damn, it was a whole fleet of them, y'all. So they have a picture and there's dots of tornadoes, and I can't even count all these damn dots. It says reported tornadoes 54. April 5th warning of 88. April 5th watch of 5. Damn. That's crazy. The aftermath of the tornado. I'm on to their ass. An outbreak of up to 45 tornadoes struck the south of the United States on Tuesday, leaving a swath of severe storms damage in South Carolina and Georgia. So my question is, what the fuck South Carolina and Georgia got going on? Because we see Florida ain't with the shit. Texas ain't with the shit. So what South Carolina and Georgia sneaky ass is trying to do? Or let's reverse that. We already know Georgia is the capital of Atlantis. Or the whole Americas is Atlantis, but Georgia is the capital. Atlanta. So, did they conjure up these storms? Are they trying to show us how powerful we are? And I don't really look at the news, but that should have been on every damn channel. 45 tornadoes? 45? Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 45? I just imagine if we all sat down and, imagined or conjured or manifested tornado, we would wipe this whole shit out and we wouldn't be harmed. I'm just saying. So, thank you to my ancestors, my deities, my spiritual guides, my spiritual sisters and brothers all across the land, because I read them numbers. I hear the message loud and clear. The land is being cleared. We about to rebuild. This whole shit's about to be rebuilt. And I feel like this is only the beginning. Like, that was a warning. If you're not scared of 45 tornadoes, if that doesn't scare you, if that doesn't mean leave them people the fuck alone, I don't know. There's no hope for you. I don't know what to say. What do you want them to pull out everything at once? Rain, hail, sleet, blizzards, twisters. I don't know. I just feel like there's more to that. My intuition is picking up. There's more to that. But I hear you, spirit. Spiritual tornadoes. And we are children of God. So don't think we can't do these things. It's already in the Bible that you guys will do more than me. Last time I checked, Jesus raised the dead and healed the sick. And he told us if we want to say mount and move, move. Them people told them tornadoes to move, and them tornadoes fucking moved. 45 of them. So all I gotta say is some of us are tapped in, and some we got to tap in, because that's powerful. And I know I'm powerful. One day this whole shit, I got so mad right under fucking lightning strike. They talking about wish on a star. No, manifest on a lightning bolt. Just trust me. One time when it's lightning and you manifest, it's like that lightning gonna help it magnify. Next thing you know, there go COVID. So we are very, very powerful. And I didn't want nobody to get sick or die. My whole manifestation was working from home. And sure enough, we had our laptops, bitch, and we was home. I had enough. But I want to learn to manifest that powerful without being mad or upset or sick or tired of being sick or tired. I want it to be on demand every time. So I'm going to look into that. Let me see if I can find something real quick on conjuring storms. Because they don't want us to know. They don't want us to know who the fuck we are. We gotta know this shit on our own. Look, it came up already. Conjuring a storm. I saw that picture before too, Lord. It's interesting that came. Oh my God. Let me put it in the thing so y'all can see it. I'm gonna put it in a storm. Pinterest. So it looks like a rock man, right? It's like a man built of debris in between two steel rods that look like a doorway. And there's a swarming cloud above. And there's lightning coming down. And his hands are up. And it's almost like he is conjuring the motherfucking storm. Okay, let me see what else I can find. Let me see if this is one. Stephen Grossman, conjuring a storm. Storm maker. Let me see if let me just type in. Let me just type in exactly what it is. Tornado maker. And you know what? I know a lot of this stuff isn't online because why would they want us to know this? Oh, bitch, look. I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. It's energy for me. How to manifest using weather. What did I just say? I didn't even know that's what I was doing. 5 easy manifestation techniques using the magic of weather. Bitch, they probably be using the weather too. If you're looking for an easy yet powerful manifesting technique, you will love learning about manifesting with the weather. Have y'all ever heard of that before? Because I have not. Weather plus human magic, human intention, and human prayer equals a powerful nature manifesting. That's all I need to know. Different forms of weather can be used for manifesting love, money, health, and more. For example, water has many potential uses depending on its natural state. Keep reading to learn easy, powerful manifestation techniques. Weather for manifesting is perfect. It's free. It's powerful. It's easy to incorporate into your prayers and visualization techniques when manifesting. Manifesting magically with weather is an ancient practice. Using the magic of weather for natural manifesting. Weather is a powerful tool for manifesting change and moving things forward in life. You can utilize different forms of weather to increase abundance and love in your life. Let go of sorrow, forgive the past, and so much more. The 5 types of weather that we will be talking about using for manifesting naturally are the sun, the rain, the snow, the wind, and storms. Bitch. Now, see, I didn't even know the podcast was going to turn down this road. It's important to note that you do not need, for example, snow to manifest something specific to snow energy. Although snow can be used intentionally in a certain way, if you live in Hawaii, it's not that you can't manifest certain energy because you don't have snow. Manifesting is not about worrying about having specific elements or tools. It's about the powers and tools that you do have. Hello. And what you can do. Trust in the magic attitude. The magic of manifesting naturally is found in the method of ease and effortlessness described in the beginning of this article. The magic is inside of you first and foremost. I knew it. And so everything else is just a magnifier. So let me think. I used to love TV dinners, y'all. I'm gonna make a cooking book because if I could cook, anybody can, right? But cooking is literally just following directions and seasoning to your taste. That's it. It's really simpler than I thought. I don't know. But so I would buy TV dinners and I would eat them. They taste just fine to me. But everybody else was like, you ain't put no salt, pepper, you ain't seasoning. And what I did, I was like, oh my God. Same thing with cereal. I used to eat cereal and milk. However, I put some cinnamon on it one day. I put some agave on it one day. I was like, oh my God. Same thing with fruit. Some people have a spice that they put on their fruit, usually when you're from the island. Some people eat them plain, but you put that little spice on them. So it's like, it just enhances what's already there. So I feel like crystals, I feel like numerology, like everything outside of you is just an enhancer. We use wands. The magic is in you already, but the wand is helping you point that energy in a specific direction. It's helping you to focus. So thank you, Spirit, for showing me this article. Oh my God. Okay, so let me keep going. It's inside of you first and foremost. You can manifest the same energies one would try to manifest using snow by using an element of weather of nature that you do have on hand. If you have no real snow, you can instead visualize the snow, feel the snow, and know the snow. How I would visualize snow is light, it's fluffy, it's shaped like a crystal, it's cold, it's falling, it's fluffy. Yeah, it's really visualization. Okay, so we must adjust according for our location and the season. That being said, let's not go into detail about how each kind of weather can be used for prayers, magic, manifestation, and more. Using the magic of the sun for manifesting. The sun may be just the most powerful manifestation tool we have. Bitch, has anybody ever told you to manifest in the sun? I've never heard anybody else say that. They always talk about the goddamn moon. And I be in the sun all damn day. I could be sitting out here manifesting all fucking day. Oh, it's a wrap. There is nothing like the sun to make us feel good, happy, energized, hopeful, relaxed. The most ancient stress reducer in the world has got to be the feeling of the warm sun on your skin. The sun can be used easily for any type of prayer and a powerful manifestation. Here are some ideas for manifesting with the sun. Use the sun's magic for manifesting wealth and abundance. And they always want to talk about that. But let me just say, if God made everything without a bank account, no zeros, no nothing, right? Just poof and made. Why are they teaching us to focus on money? And people have given me so much whiplash about that, but what the fuck is money compared to me? Without me, there would be no need for this motherfucking money. So I'm not going to make it seem like this money is more valuable than me. It's like they got this shit in reverse. It's me that gives value to the money. It's my energy that allows this money to have a leg to stand on. So I hate that they always start out with that. I know it's a tool that we need here. I'm going to have to find the name of that book. But there was someone that could conjure jewels, food, money, whatever, just right out of their hand like a genie. The fuck? Okay. The sun energy for love and romance. The sun energy for friendship, family, love, and togetherness. Manifest peace, calm, and ease of anxiety. Manifest physical health and wellness. Balance and harmony of mind, body, and spirit. Good mental health, creativity, and business ideas. Manifest more leisure and luxury. Sun energy magic for healing all mental trauma and depression. Oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. That was for me, y'all. Sun sun energy magic for healing old mental trauma and depression. Helping to trust God and feeling the love of God. Oh my God. Simply sitting in the sun with your eyes closed while feeling what you want to manifest is all that it takes. A simple prayer, some affirmations and visualizations, feeling what you desire. Absorb the powerful magical sun energy. Feel the feelings of what you are trying to manifest so that those good feelings can become your reality. Let me share this before I forget. This how I be. I just be sharing with everybody that I know. So let me see. My cousin, my best friend, my soul sister, my sisters, and now what? Now it's going to send my sister a sick emoji. I did not send her that. I already had this article copy and paste. This is how I know they be on our fucking phones. I had the article already copied. What emoji getting pasted for? Oh, you know what that tapping is? I'm glad you asked. So my sister, I'm very, very sensitive. I'm sensitive to the point. Hold on, let me see. Weather manifestations. I'm sensitive to the point that when I get my fake nails done and they have to pull them off and soak them, number one, I don't like the acetone. What the fuck am I putting that on my nails for? My nails are already strong. By the time I get them out, they're brittle. I'm soaking that into my body. What is acetone doing to me? None of it resonates with me. It hurts when they scrape it off. Just like all the bad things you can think of, right? So I'm like, the nails are beautiful. I miss them, but whatever. It's the negatives outweigh the positives, right? So I have been saying, I need to be more feminine. I need to start doing my hair and my nails and stuff because I just been in the fucking house, relaxed as fuck. And my sister came over to do the podcast where we were painting, and she made me and my mom some nails. Now, I don't like glue or none of that stuff. Do you know? I was asking myself, where can I get sticky nails from? And she made me a set of chakra nails with all 7 chakra colors. 3 nails had solid colors and 2 nails had dual colors. They glow in the dark. I put the adhesive on my nail, and then I put the nail on top. Do you know I cleaned the tub? I washed dishes. I braided the back of my hair. I've been taking baths. And a few of them have come off, but I have like a 2-pack of adhesive. I just take the nail off, put some more adhesive on, and press it back on. And these nails, do you hear, honey? And I can see that my nails are growing because you're starting to see my nail at the bottom. But I'm never getting nails again. So I'm going to ask her to make me 12. And bitch, you just going to see these same nails over and over again unless I decide to get more. And I was trying to think of like, what 12 do I want? So these are the chakra. I could try to do like a Libra nail set, a pink nail set, a 3 nail set, because 3 is like my life path number. Or maybe all my numbers. Maybe I could do 3, 5, so like 5 now. 7, 11. Maybe she could do like a numerology nail set. I want a planet nail set. I want a zodiac nail set. Yeah, it don't have to be Libra. It could be zodiac because I resonate with all of them. I want a mommy and me nail set. It's gonna be pink, white, and black with like fertility charms. Ooh, I'm gonna see if she'll incorporate charms, honey. That would be new. Cause she put the she did the metallic stickers on and they look like shooting stars, sun, moon, planet. They're so pretty. I gotta take a picture. What else I could think of? Maybe I could do a podcast nail set. My LUV MEESH podcast nail set. See, I may not create a lot, but ideas always come to me. Like if someone had a business, like my cousin has a business, I just be shooting her ideas. My sister finna do her thing, I would just be shooting her ideas. Like ideas just come to me. So I don't know, maybe I'm not a doer. I was already learning my body graph chart, and I am just a reflector anyway. So some people are generators or manifestors. That's not me. I'm a reflector. So maybe what's already out there, I could just reflect higher things. But baby, you put me on a panel at a company that have ideas and questions and shit, well, I will knock that bitch out the park. But they ain't ready. They ain't ready to pay me, that is. Because they'll ask you all damn day, do you have any suggestions? Do you have a check? Talking about a damn suggestion. You have a check with my name on it? Oh, okay. Then them people that's making 6 figures, you ask them what are their suggestions. All right, so let's see if I could get back to it. So that was the sun, you guys. That was fucking amazing. I didn't even know the podcast was going to take this left. Let me see. So using the magic of the rain to manifest. Rain has a wide energy spectrum of manifesting. You have light, warm rain on a summer day. You have a heavy, gushing, blowing rain on a chilly day, November morning, and even the type of rain in between. Because rain is such a spectrum and each rainstorm is so unique, there are many nuanced ways to easily use rain for manifesting. Here are a few. When I wanted to work from home, it was like a hailstorm. It was the biggest lightning I had ever seen or heard, or it shook the damn ground. And I just manifested right with that bitch. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the more intense the storm, the more intense your manifestation is going to be. Because rain is such a spectrum. And let me just pause for a moment. In scary movies, when they be bringing zombies back to life, do not it be storming and raining outside. Do not you hear the storms. Do not you see them with their candles and they book and they manifest and stuff. But nowhere in the movie do they say, we finna manifest on this rainstorm. No, they just make it seem like they in a circle about to bring somebody to life. See, like, tell us. But they don't tell us. Tell us. See? A light sprinkle of warm rain can be used to naturally manifest inspiration and creativity. Warm rain is pure magic. Use a dizzy day for manifesting willpower, strength, and lasting motivation for long-term goals. Use flash rainstorms for manifesting quick results. Meditating on a foggy day to strengthen intuition and connection to spiritual realms. Rain energy for manifesting healing and forgiveness. Rain energy for washing away sorrows and manifesting emotional growth. Use rain mixed with sun to manifest luck, especially if you see a rainbow. Heavy rain on a cold winter day manifest physical healing. Do you know what I'm getting? Every day, no matter what the weather is a day that we should be manifesting on different things. Is y'all picking up what I'm dropping? Okay, so let me see. Manifesting techniques using the magic of snow. Like rain, snow has a spectrum use because of its different presentations. Sleet, big fat snowflakes, blustery flurries all have different energies which you can connect to your manifestation purposes. And what about that gorgeous magical sparkle snow that shines like a zillion diamonds across the field after a snow? That's where the snow fairies play, I tell my kids. If you don't know a lot about snow, here's a fun fact. There are 2 types of snow which are good for winter fun. Snowman snow and sledding snow. The snowman type is sticky and it makes great snowballs, but it's not as good for sledding and skiing. And the sledding type won't make good snowfalls. My friend from Texas was surprised to learn that when she moved here in Maine. Here are some easy ideas for manifesting naturally with snow. Use freshly fallen snow, sparkled snow for manifesting love. Just ask the fairies. Sparkly snow is also great for manifesting magic and miracles. Fat snowflakes can be used to manifest more fun in your life. Use busy snow flurries to manifest energy, motivation, and inspiration in action. Snow flurries for better communications. Ice for manifesting temporary solutions that can easily accommodate change in the future. Sleet for untangling stress. Slush for manifesting dealing with difficulties more easily. Manifesting techniques using the magic of the wind. Wind is a really fun weather element to use for natural manifesting. The feeling of being outside when a big gush comes along is so powerful. Here are some interesting ways and methods to use the nature force of wind to easily yet powerfully manifest. Bitch, I was just sitting in the wind and was not manifesting. I missed. Lord, I've definitely missed out. Okay, so a gentle breeze can be used to manifest any initial connection to angels or guides. Gentle breezes for positive interactions with others. Gentle breezes for more peace and less stress. Breezes for fun and playfulness. Heavy gusts of wind can be used to manifest big life changes, any that you can think of. Heavy gust wind can be used to manifest big life changes. Any that you can think of. I definitely was thinking of a life change, so that bit about to blow my way. Heavy wind for letting go of the past. Heavy wind to let go of anger, let it all blow away. And wind for manifesting power and strength. Wind to shift your financial situation for the better. Gentle wind to bring more love. Meditate on wind on a windy day for fresh new opportunities and change. Okay. Wind to bring you new business ideas. Okay. Powerful manifesting techniques using storms. First, a word of caution. Stay safe and do not go outside in dangerous weather. Different types of storm and wild weather have powerful and magical manifesting energy potential. For northerners to hurricanes to thunder and lightning, each storm brings massive energy. Storms are a force to be reckoned with. Some storms, such as hurricanes and tornadoes, can be extremely devastating, and can other types of extreme weathers. My heart goes out to those who have been harmed in any way by the forces of nature. I'm not trying to make light of such storms in this article, but rather find a silver lining in them. If you feel so inclined, and if your intuition feels good with it, go ahead and use storms for positive, powerful manifesting. But be careful with storm energy. Out of all the weather types, storms carry the most energetic baggage, so to speak of. By this I mean other energies, even entities, may ride the wave of the storm energy into our realm. Bitch, I have never heard of this. Did they let 45 demons in? Or did 45 gods and deities and angels roll in? What? By this I mean other energies or even entities may ride the wave of a storm energy into our realm. Protect yourselves from the hangovers, from the hanger-ons. Powerful storm energy with white light. Call on your spirit angels to assist you. I had to mention this. I'm superstitious like that. Here are some ideas for weather manifesting techniques with storms. Storms to unstuck ancient stagnant energy easily. Manifest drastic changes with storm energy. Storm energy to manifest cutting ties with someone. To manifest the end of a situation. Storm energy for manifesting emotional healing. Manifest new beginnings more powerfully at the storm's end. Extreme wind manifests inner wisdom. Lightning manifests magic. Lightning manifests magic. Thunder manifests sudden change as it breaks some invisible layer in the atmosphere, and it breaks sound barriers and it rips through the sky. Bitch. Many more weather manifestation techniques exist. These easy manifestation techniques using weather are just a fraction of what's possible in using nature energy to manifest. Any earth element has powers that can enhance your natural manifesting abilities. Think. She said earth element, sand, waves, flowers, the list goes on. Furthermore, the idea and methods here are just starting points for manifestation techniques using weather. Please take what resonates from this article, disregard the rest, then use your own intuition to guide your own practice along with how you feel about certain types of weather. Weather manifestation is so individualized. Different people will use the sun or rain differently for prayer, meditation, and manifesting. Different forms of weather store up different emotions, sensations, and memories for everyone. Isn't weather energy magical? A final disclaimer. Manifesting with weather can be easy, but your results may not always be quick and they are not guaranteed. We have to let things happen at the right time. Again, trust what you want is coming, and trust in your higher self, your angels, your guides, or the universe to help you along. I hope you enjoy learning about these 5 easy manifestation techniques using weather. Please let me know any ideas that you have. Manifesting with the weather: the sun, wealth, abundance, love, calm; rain, creativity, willpower, healing; snow, luck, love, fun, motivation; wind, change, peace, opportunity, strength; storms, wisdom, facilitate endings and closures. Bitch, and I didn't know this podcast was going to take me on this journey. Let me sign up with her. Luv MEESH, and this is how I be meeting my spirit guides, and that I be sharing with y'all. It just be so random. One little Pinterest took me way over here, or one idea. LUV MEESH. Okay, so I signed up for her. Oh my God. And this is from dream-journal.com. Now, what I'm going to do, I got to put this in my, I'm going to link it, y'all. It say you already saved this pen. Okay. Did anybody text back? No. Okay. I'll be sending them so much stuff. But that was it for the podcast, y'all. We probably at an hour anyways. I got, over 400 flashcards. And I'm about to write on every single one of them and just start manifesting the fuck out of this reality. Didn't even know we could have been using the sun the whole time. I be out in the sun every day. Could use the wind, can use water, can use freaking plants. All these plants out here can use animals. Probably can use each other. We already know about sex magic. It's like we're fucking genies and we don't even know it. Just not manifesting at all. We usually pray when we're in trouble, but every other time we just idly not using our gifts or our power. That is so crazy. So have y'all went outside lately and saw the flowers? Like, they are really blooming. Remember I told y'all my parents cut down the tree? Man, that thing grew back so fast. It's crazy. And my mom we had picked up trees previously for my mom, and them bitches was bare all summer. Now they like growing and blooming. Like, there's a different energy in the air. Like, they tell us springtime. But although we know the name spring, there's really an energy. It's an energy of growth. It's an energy of manifestation. It's an energy of magnetism, bringing things to pass. It's like a boomerang. You speak it and it's going to come back fast. Like right now. Right now there's a rapid energy. Things that were dead have come to life. So that's resurrection. I don't know. That's just what my intuition is telling me. So we should all be like real heavy with the manifestations right now. And I feel like each season does have its purpose and energy that we're supposed to be using too. So yeah, let me just close my eyes and put what I want under this sun and watch it come to pass, honey. So I will catch you guys on the next episode. Let me just wrap this up. I hope you guys took something from this podcast. I didn't even know I was going to learn about that. That was the first time I learned about manifesting under the weather. She gonna close my thing. I have zero patience. Not for adults. For kids, I have all the patience in the world. But adults, fuck no. I literally told her, I sent her a copy. All these new banking things that they coming out with. Like, you got to have a phone. Bitch, I don't have a phone anymore. I turned this shit off. I have internet phones. And if you guys don't use them, then oh well. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to be doing this ID me and all this extra shit for whatever new world order they trying to do. No, no, no. I refuse. And if you can't help, then I guess I won't be a customer. I mean, it's just as simple as that. She gonna send me the link again. Ma'am, I told you I couldn't use the link. Why would you send me the link again? She said log into the link and complete the steps. Complete what steps? If they don't get it together, I will cancel this shit. How about that? I keep trying to tell them they need us, we don't need them. Like, are you listening to me? Anyways, I'm sorry for entertaining that before closing out. Okay, so let's see. See, it's not always love and light. It's a little fuck some shit up too. Let's see. So it's 7.9 billion people in this world, yet you met me. This is not by happen chance. It is a divine meeting. May we guide each other well. And if life is a school, what lesson did you learn today? What class did you take today? I had so many lessons in class today. Did you pass or fail a test or pop quiz? If so, it's okay. Failing allows you to restudy an area that you're weak in so you can try again better than before and pass with on 100%. So keep learning, evolving, and spreading love. And I hope you see the fruits of your labor. Namaste, love, stay, and always vibe high, babe. Of course, this is Earth. Shall I say more? Y'all hear my neighbors jamming? They listen to all kind of music. I done heard reggae, I done heard pop, I done heard Prince, I done heard rap, I done heard country, I done heard Dat Piff. It's just like, they just be jamming. But, so yeah, always vibe high, babe. But I know this is Earth, so sometimes, you know, things happen and you will vibe low. Those are just your emotions, your feelings trying to tell you something. So take a moment, breathe, relax, journal, paint, whatever you need to do to feel, to listen, to hear, to understand what that emotion is trying to teach you. Shake it off and get back to, you know, regular schedule. Sometimes you may need to talk to someone like a therapist. Family and friends may not do it all the time. Like, I know I used to always go to family and friends, and at some point it was like, okay, it just, I'm not going to say that it didn't help, but I just needed a little more, maybe an inside opinion. And so when I went to therapy, that's when it was like a breath of fresh air, and I was like, probably the same things that everybody else is telling me. I don't know why, I just felt it like it was something new or whatever. And I think when you talk to family and friends, though, they kind of hear you out and give you comfort. When you talk to a therapist, they want to give you solutions on how to rethink about the situation or how to redo this, or, you know, it's usually like homework, which with me being such a student, I can understand why I kind of like that more. And so funny, I was talking to my sister the other day, and she was like, are you just looking for support or like a solution or answer? And that's literally what I just said. Like, when you talk to family and friends, it'd be like comfort, love, you know, love, comfort, healing, hear you out, a shoulder to cry on. But that therapist is putting your ass to work. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is what I need you to do by the time we meet again. They put your ass to work, honey. So, yeah, I think a combination of two is good. Good family friend member to talk to, and a good therapist. And I used to tell my woes to everybody, but I done cut my circle so short. Baby, you won't know shit else is going on with me. And I didn't know it needs to be like that, because everybody and who they say they are. It may take some things for you to see that. But I think that was it. That's my ending, right? Yep, that's my ending. I will catch you guys on the next episode. Bye. Thanks a million for listening. There's a million podcasts in the world. You clicked on this one, little old this one, to to hear what I have to say. I hope universe has a special message for you. You can reach me on Linktree at /love.meesh. I hope you have a better than great day. Love ya. Talk to you later. Bye.
You all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction. And all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?